Welcome back to What If Cars. It doesn't just roll into your driveway, it arrives. The 2025 Mercedes-Benz Adenauer 300D SUV is not merely a vehicle, it's an event. A rolling cathedral of steel, leather, chrome, and quiet fury reborn from the ashes of post-war opulence. You don't just start the engine, you awaken a dynasty. This is the return of aristocracy on wheels, a resurrection of dignity, and a deliberate, defiant nod to a time when motoring was an expression of culture, status, and soul. The 300D SUV is here, and everything we thought we knew about legacy and presence is being rewritten. This isn't nostalgia dressed up in modern clothes. This is legacy, re-engineered. The 2025 Adenauer 300D doesn't pander to trends, it challenges them. It's the kind of vehicle that stops conversations, not with flash, but with a kind of thunderous elegance. As the SUV world clutters itself with aerodynamic sameness and shallow tech gimmicks, Mercedes has dared to reach deep into its bloodline and pull out something raw, rare, and regal. It's the spiritual successor to the W189, yes, but it's also a bold new lineage of its own, one that dares to be slow, powerful, and almost absurdly dignified. Take one glance at the Adenauer's elongated body, and you'll know this isn't your ordinary SUV. It doesn't shrink itself to fit in. No, it stretches long like a gentleman's overcoat, with pronounced shoulders, upright pillars, and chrome that isn't just ornamental, it's architectural. The front grille is a homage, a giant proud slab of shimmering bars wrapped in history. The badge doesn't sit on it, it floats above it, like a crown. LED halo headlights blend old-world posture with modern menace, and the squared-off rear harks back to a time when luxury wasn't about swoops and lines, but about presence. It doesn't blend in, it rules. The power beneath the sculpted hood is more than numbers. Yes, it's equipped with a turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six, producing a confident 429 horsepower and 384 pound-feet of torque, paired with Mercedes' smooth 9G-tronic transmission. But the real story is in how it delivers, the way torque rises like a wave under your foot, the way silence wraps around you as the engine hums like a baritone in a cathedral. This is not the frenetic kind of performance you find in AMG siblings. No, this is commanding. This is a wave you surf, not a storm you ride. It glides rather than sprints, and it dares you to slow down and be noticed. Stepping into the 300D is like entering a private club, one lined with vintage wood panels, cigar-toned Napa leather, and old money ambiance. The dash is a stunning blend of 1950s horizontal flow and 2025 digital minimalism. There are no unnecessary buttons here, only switches that click with the same satisfaction as opening a vintage watch. The center screen retracts with a silent grace when you want purity and deploys with dignity when you desire control. The wood inlays are hand-finished walnut, and every door sounds like it's closing on a vault. In here, you don't check the time. Time waits for you. Every one of the 8 trims brings its own unique interpretation of this royal SUV. The base Heritage Edition focuses on authenticity, pure materials, minimal electronics, a focus on timeless comfort. It's for the connoisseur who values legacy more than gadgets. Then there's the Modern Gentleman, which adds a more technological flavor, including a next-generation augmented heads-up display and Mercedes Hyperscreen integration, but still draped in saddle leather and deep-toned carpeting. The Diplomat Black trim is cloaked in stealth, featuring obsidian chrome delete, matte black paint, and a full noir interior. It whispers rather than shouts, ideal for those who command with silence. On the other end, the Chancellor Edition revives classic luxury with polished wood, gold-accented dials, rear captain's chairs with writing tables, and a fridge tucked discreetly behind the seats. It's not just a ride, it's a lounge. The Oberklasse Elite trim pulls no punches. A fully extended wheelbase version with rear seat legroom that challenges limousines, reclining massagers, and a dedicated AI voice concierge. At $180,000, it's not an SUV. It's a first-class suite on wheels. Meanwhile, the avant-garde line appeals to the younger aristocrat. Piano black gloss trims, a Burmester 4D audio system, and AMG-influenced body accents, all without losing the Adenauer's slow-burning class. The remaining 2, the Langstrecken Touring and the Legacy Collector's Edition, are statements of philosophy. The Touring model is made for those who believe in grand touring. It includes a reinforced air suspension setup, special luggage crafted to fit perfectly into the trunk, and driving modes tuned for long-range comfort. The collector's edition is built for the truly devout. Only 300 units will be made, each engraved with the original Adenauer signature, finished in classic Mercedes silver blue, with custom-wrapped interior tones that echo the W189. But even beyond trims, this vehicle feels different. The turning circle is yacht-like, yes, but it's supposed to be. The ride floats over imperfections. Every pothole disappears under its air suspension, like it was personally offended by it. The cabin is so well insulated that the outside world becomes a distant rumor. Rear passengers don't sit, they recline, behind privacy glass thicker than your phone. There's a chilled compartment for fine wine, a hidden compartment for briefcases, a fragrance system that doesn't just perfume the air, it evokes memory. And while it exudes nostalgia, the Adenauer is no relic. With level 3 autonomy, over-the-air updates, biometric cabin security, and satellite-enhanced navigation, it's as futuristic as it is classical. The voice assistant doesn't just answer, it understands context. The sound system can mimic the acoustics of the Berlin Philharmonic. The doors close automatically with an almost ceremonial pause. And yet, none of it feels like technology for its own sake. It all feels earned, placed where it belongs, and nowhere else. There is one truth that follows this SUV wherever it goes. The Adenauer 300D is not for everyone, and that's precisely the point. It's not trying to be the best-selling SUV. It's trying to be the most unforgettable one. In a market saturated with performance specs and touchscreen hysteria, the 300D resurrects a forgotten virtue: presence. Not the fleeting kind you rent for Instagram photos, but the enduring kind that's felt in your bones long after the taillights fade. Driving it is like walking into a ball wearing a tailored three-piece while others come in cargo shorts. You feel out of sync with the casual world, but it doesn't matter, because you're not just dressed, you're draped in history. That's what the Adenauer 300D SUV is. Not a car, not even a machine, but a moving monument to a time when class was carved into metal, stitched into leather, and driven with dignity. In the end, the 2025 Mercedes-Benz Adenauer 300D SUV is not just a vehicle. It's a rebellion against disposable luxury, a slap to the face of digital excess, and a love letter to everything Mercedes-Benz once stood for. It doesn't scream for attention. It doesn't accelerate like a banshee. It doesn't care if you're impressed. It only asks one question: do you remember what elegance really means? And if you do, you'll understand. You'll park it, step out slowly, and look back just once. Because how could you not?